The year was 1994, and the sleepy village of Willow Creek had not changed in decades. Nestled in the cradle of pine-covered hills, the village was known for its cobblestone paths, moss-covered rooftops, and the lingering fog that rolled in every evening like a soft whisper. Eleanor Whitmore arrived in Willow Creek on a gray Thursday morning. A 35-year-old archivist from the city, she had inherited a crumbling house from her late aunt, Beatrice Whitmore, a woman she barely remembered, who had lived a reclusive life in that forgotten corner of the world. The letter that summoned Eleanor had come in a wax-sealed envelope, delivered by hand. To Eleanor Whitmore. Come to Willow Creek. The truth awaits you. B. What truth? Eleanor wasn't sure, but something about the strange elegance of the handwriting and the scent of lavender clinging to the parchment made her pack her bags. The house stood on the edge of the village, a 3-story Victorian manor cloaked in ivy and secrets. The villagers stared as Eleanor passed, whispering behind lace curtains and fogged windows. She was greeted by an elderly caretaker named Thomas Finch. "You've come for the house and for what lies beneath it," he said cryptically, opening the creaking gate. Eleanor frowned. "Beneath it?" Thomas only nodded. "She left you everything. But the past does not rest quietly in Willow Creek." Inside, the house was a haunting echo of a life once lived. Dust blanketed the furniture. Portraits of grim ancestors watched her from the walls. And in the study, she found Aunt Beatrice's journal, its pages filled with tales of voices in the night, strange dreams, and a hidden room beneath the house. The letters won't stop. "I thought I'd buried the past, but it keeps scratching at the floorboards." That night, Eleanor heard the scratching too. Chapter 2. The Hidden Room. Over the next few days, Eleanor explored every inch of the house, driven by curiosity and unease. The journal hinted at a hidden staircase beneath the floor of the study. She tore up the carpet, revealing old wooden planks, one of them hollow. Inside, a narrow stairway descended into darkness. Lantern in hand, heart pounding, Eleanor stepped down. The room below was lined with books, relics, and dozens of letters sealed in red wax. A single candle flickered in the corner, as if waiting for her. One letter was addressed to her. "Dearest Eleanor, if you are reading this, then my end is come. But the truth, our truth, is still buried. I was not just your aunt. I was your guardian. You were born here. You were taken. And now, it's your turn to remember." Eleanor dropped the letter. Her mind raced. She had no memory of Willow Creek. She was raised in the city by foster parents. Could this be true? Suddenly, the candle extinguished on its own. And in the silence she heard it, a voice, a child's voice, echoing in the darkness. Eleanor froze in the darkness of the underground room. "Ellie, come play with me." The voice was unmistakably a child's, soft, distant, and hollow. But it wasn't just in her ears. It was in her bones. It was in the air. Gripping the journal, she ran up the stairs, sealing the trapdoor shut behind her. She didn't sleep that night. Instead, she read every word of Beatrice's journal. Between cryptic entries and ink smudges, she began piecing together the story of the Whitmore family, a tale of madness, secrecy, and forbidden rituals. Willow Creek, it turned out, was no ordinary village. Chapter 2. The Curse of the Whitmores. Aunt Beatrice had been part of a secret society that called themselves the Watchers of the Hollow. They believed that Willow Creek was built over a spiritual rift, an ancient boundary between the world of the living and the forgotten dead. For centuries, the Whitmore family had been entrusted with guarding the gate, until something went wrong. In 1965, I broke the circle. I let her out. The child. My sister's child. We tried to contain her spirit, but it was too late. The house remembers. It always remembers. Eleanor was that child. Or so the journal claimed. Her real mother, Matilda Whitmore, had died during a ritual gone wrong. Beatrice had tried to save her niece by sending her away as a baby, erasing all memory of the past. But the past, like the house, had a way of clawing back. Chapter 3. The Return of the Hollow. That night, Eleanor did not run. She returned to the study and opened the trapdoor once more. With her aunt's journal in one hand and a lantern in the other, she descended into the hidden room. The letters were still there, stacked in a circle, and in the center sat a child's porcelain doll. Its glass eyes stared directly at her. Eleanor stepped inside the circle. Suddenly, a gust of cold wind extinguished the lantern. In total darkness, she felt the presence again. This time, the voice was clearer. "You left me. You locked me down here. You forgot me. Ellie." "No," Eleanor whispered, tears running down her cheeks. "I didn't know. I didn't remember. Then remember now." In a flash, memories surged through her. An attic full of dolls, a mother's lullaby, flames, screams, and a circle of red candles. It was all real. Chapter 4. The Last Letter. The child ghost, Eleanor's cousin, Lilith, appeared in the dim light. A faint, pale figure in a white dress, her eyes hollow with betrayal. "I was never meant to die," she said. "But your mother sacrificed me. To protect you." Eleanor's heart broke. "What do you want from me?" Lilith extended a hand. "Set me free." Eleanor stepped forward and took it. In that moment, the letters surrounding them ignited in blue flame. The room shook. Whispering voices rose in a chorus of sorrow and rage. But Eleanor held on. A light, warm, golden, blinding, exploded from the center of the circle. And then silence. Epilogue. The house sleeps. A week later, the villagers saw Eleanor walking through the village, her posture calm, her face peaceful. The Whitmore house was empty again, but now it was quiet. The scratching was gone. The fog lifted. Eleanor stayed in Willow Creek. She opened a small bookstore named The Hollow's End and became the village's new archivist. On the wall of her shop, framed in glass, was the last letter she had written. To Lilith, "I remember now, and I will never forget you again. Eleanor." Some nights, when the wind is just right, you can hear a child's laughter drifting down from the hills, gentle, free, and finally at peace.